Hello, and this is an important cybersecurity video. It's about inventorying your information systems with my 4 pillars of cybersecurity. This is really about learning about your information systems, your information technology, your information assets. And I use the word inventory. What's better, that or the word discover? Discover your information systems with my 4 pillars of cybersecurity. Discover sounds more interesting, more fun, but inventory is really, I think, a little clearer and a little more accurate. As we look more closely at this main graphic, I want to give you the main takeaway, and that's that you need to know about your organization's information systems. The computers, data, online accounts, and networks. You need to know about them in order to properly manage them and secure them. I'm going to give you a process for this, and you can see the 4 pillars right here. Now, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's something you don't understand or you have a question, just ask in the comments. I'll do my best to respond or point you to the right place. And here's that takeaway again. If you don't know what you have, then you can't secure it and you can't use it efficiently. And that's how I worded it for my recent article for Reuters. I'll put the link in the description. And here's a brick-and-mortar analogy. Sometimes cyber confuses people and they think they don't understand technology. But when you see this analogy to things we really take as common sense, I think it'll become clearer for you. Now let me draw for you, and this is my PowerPoint drawing. No AI tools. And when I create in PowerPoint, it really helps me think too. So I'm drawing something for you. You know what I'm drawing? I'm drawing a building for you. And think about securing a building. But before I finish drawing the building, let me put some trees here. Now, in a building, to secure it, to check it, there's some common sense things we know to do. And we'll start with one thing, and I'm building a walkway. It's the front door. So in this office building, we've got a front door. You know you need to lock the front door of your house or apartment at night. You need to lock the door of the office building at night too. Because if you don't lock it, you're making it too easy for a casual burglar or trespasser to try the door and get in. You don't want to make it that easy for the criminal. So you know you need to lock it. That's common sense. You know you need to know where the doors are. That's common sense. And then it gets more complex, like what type of a lock, how secure is the door frame, and all of that. But the basic takeaway is you got to know where the door is, and then you got to lock it. And same for windows. Here we got some windows on the ground floor. Those would be a first priority because a criminal could see if the window's unlocked and open it and climb right in. And we got windows on the second floor too. That's harder for a burglar to get to, but we might want to secure them too. Now I'm realizing how short my trees are, but I'm not going to redo it for this. You get the picture. It's a quick drawing. I don't pretend to be an artist, but I do enjoy the process. So here's the takeaway. You need to know where your windows and doors are to secure the building. Pretty obvious, right? And once you know where they are, we're checking if they're closed. Are they locked? How secure is it? Who's got the keys? And then there's more we could get into, like how hard would it be to kick in the door? How hard to pick the lock? Do we have surveillance cameras? And so forth. But let's keep it simple because we're going to apply that with cybersecurity. To secure our digital systems, we can inventory with the 4 pillars of cybersecurity to discover our digital windows and doors. We can do this in our home and with our personal systems. We can do it in our business, any type of organization. Let's look at how that might work. We start with people. And here's my person. And this person has to make a lot of decisions. This person is subject to a lot of cybercrime attacks. Do I click? Do I open the attachment? And if they're a manager or a leader, they're making important decisions about cybersecurity, information technology, and so forth. So we're thinking about their knowledge and awareness. We're thinking about all these attacks and decisions they have to make. And we're thinking about what access they have. So with people, we're thinking who has access to what? What is their role? What decisions do they make on cyber and IT? Are they trained? Are they knowledgeable? And are they equipped to make good decisions in all these areas? Next is computers or computer devices, and that's laptops, it's tablets, it's cell phones, it's servers, it's desktops, it's all of those devices we can put our hands on. We might even want to think about networking hardware while we're at it. And we're thinking, what computer devices does the organization have? Who are they assigned to? What's their brand, model, serial number, operating system? What year were they purchased? Then we can get into more details like, are they configured properly and securely? If they were lost or stolen, can we properly report that? We need to know their make, model, and serial number, right? And if they're lost or stolen, what information security risks come with that? Would that be a reportable data breach? Now we're thinking about data and online accounts, and here it does get more complex because we have data everywhere. It's in a lot of different places, and with these cloud providers, Google, Microsoft, Apple, and there's a lot of different places where our data is, and we have a lot of online accounts. So we think about data by type, data by location, all of our online accounts and services, and we think, what if it was hacked or becomes unavailable to us or someone tampered with it? Now in this video, I'm giving you the basics. I have a lot more resources where you can dive in for details on my website. Those links will be in the description. Now we have networks and internet usage. And now I'm going to draw you a picture. This is from my cyber law book, a diagram I did for that book. Networks gets complicated. So I'm going to draw you a bunch of devices, and those devices need data. And our cloud data and services, that's important. And we've got this modem and router and all these devices now. We've got this Wi-Fi and lots of different ways things are communicating. And we need to think about the path our data is taking on our own network and through the internet. It's like you're putting your data on a bus, and you want to think, whose bus is it? Is it being driven safely? Is someone going to tamper with my data, look at it, and so forth? So we want to think about our network and the route our data takes, and we are thinking about the methods of communicating to and from devices, sending data, modems, routers, switches, Wi-Fi access points, and our service providers. And we want to take a reasonable amount of time on each of these 4 pillars, these 4 places to look. And then eventually we want to come back to it and repeat, because you can only do so much at a time. So we repeat through people, computers, data and online accounts, and then to networks with all of those different things we're thinking about, all those communication paths. I'm not saying you have to become an information technology network expert. We just have to think about it to a reasonable degree. So we walk through the 4 pillars to discover about our information systems so we can take charge of them. But we also want to remember that the 4 pillars is not just a way to inventory. The 4 pillars is a cybersecurity framework. It's simple, conceptual, that anyone can understand. And let's talk about what a cybersecurity framework is. A cybersecurity framework helps organize and manage your cybersecurity. And let me give you a quick overview of the 4 pillars of cybersecurity. First, cybersecurity starts with people, their knowledge and decisions they make. Then we proceed towards securing the next 3 pillars. And these are the 4 pillars. We've got knowledge, and we want to improve knowledge and awareness of people so that they can make good decisions. And this is people at all levels of an organization. We secure our computer devices, and we can touch those and configure them and protect them from getting lost or stolen. We secure our data and online accounts. Then we secure networks and how we use the internet, and we're thinking about the path our data takes, and then that repeats. And I have a video just on my 4 pillars, and I have a webpage article and a chapter in each of my books on cyber law and policies. I want to mention real quick that you may need to build and improve your organization's cybersecurity program. Every organization needs a cybersecurity program. If yours doesn't have one yet, it's time to build one. I have resources for that. I have a free do-it-yourself cybersecurity program. I have a video on that and a lot of resources on my website. In fact, I have a playlist. It's a YouTube course. It's called a course, but it's really just a playlist. So check that out. Now, please don't be intimidated. Don't procrastinate. Don't try for perfection. Don't try for infinite detail. Procrastination leads to nagging worry and problems. I want to give you a mindset to get started and to do it. And just think of taking a small step. You can do it. And small steps of improvement achieve the 3 goals and a 4th. And I'm going to talk quick about my 3 goals and then the 4th. As we do cybersecurity, think of my 3 goals of it. First is to protect from cybercrime and other disasters. Also to comply with legal requirements. Yes, there are laws that mandate reasonable cybersecurity. And also to fulfill your mission, to achieve your business objectives, you need to do this because it helps you use your information systems effectively. When you achieve those 3 goals, you get a 4th bonus goal of cybersecurity, and that is peace of mind. You don't have this nagging worry that you've been procrastinating something. You have peace of mind because you know you've taken some steps forward. Here are some key points. Don't procrastinate. Don't allow that nagging worry in the pit of your stomach. Instead, take a small step of improvement. Learn about your information systems. Inventory with the 4 pillars of cybersecurity, or discover with it, whatever word you prefer. And remember, that goes with people, computers, data, network, and then we repeat that because it is never done. We're looking for small steps, revisit it periodically, and repeat. And remember, it might seem hard if you haven't gotten started, but you've got this and you can do it. Now I can give you some next steps that you can take. Take a step of improvement to learn, discover, and inventory your systems. You can visit my website articles, see the description, learn something about your systems, budget a reasonable amount of time to work on it, whether it's 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, whatever's reasonable for you and your organization. Set a reasonable deadline to get a small step done. And maybe you say, I'm going to work 2 hours on it today and get it done. Or 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month, but set a reasonable deadline. Don't let it go on forever. Take a small step to learn, revisit it periodically. For organizations, start or improve your cybersecurity program. If you don't have one, you need to build one. If you have one, you need to improve it and see my do-it-yourself cybersecurity program. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it to here, don't forget to subscribe and like. Ask me a question, make a comment. There'll be lots of references in the video description, including my articles on information asset inventory and information asset inventory details. And I've got that course on my do-it-yourself cybersecurity program. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.